Welcome to the Girl Get Up podcast. I am your host, the Aquarian Chancellor, and today I have a special guest, Miss Successful Toy of the Successful Toy podcast. How are you today, Miss Toy?
I'm good. I'm good. I couldn't let you down. So we here. We is here.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, this the real stuff behind the scenes stuff that don't nobody know. When you have technical difficulties, you just gotta keep
Mm-hmm.
on going. Like, you cannot let little stuff. Can't let little stuff get in your way. So,
Yep.
for those of you who do not know, I am the creator of the Career Strategies for Success guidebook, a career curriculum designed for youth ages 16 to 25, teaching them everything workforce related: resume writing, personal development, networking, establishing a supporting network, all of those things that is important to educate our youth on how to behave and conduct themselves and path out a successful career journey. Look, now having said all of that, I'm going to open up the floor for my guest, Miss Successful Toy, to tell the audience who she is and what she does. The floor is yours.
Hey guys, I'm Successful Toy. Well, I'm Toy Blackman of Successful Toy Podcast. I also go by Successful Toy. We'll get into that later. Why they call me successful and why I'm toy. But I'm an entrepreneur. I have a brand called Are You Successful? I also have a ebook that is free that tells you 10 things people don't tell you when running a business. And I also have my podcast, which is on all platforms and also on WWRCK Radio.
Thank you for that. We're gonna talk about that book in a second because that was on my list of things to talk to you about. Because I would love your perspective on that. I My first question to you is: talk to the audience, tell the audience who you are and what you do.
So right now I'm focusing on podcasting. So I don't went a full time podcaster. I also have my brand Are Successful. So with my podcast, I have three segments. One is 21 questions. That's 21 questions that random people send me to speak on my podcast. 21 Question with a Twist is a fun game to where I get in your business. So last season I played the Risha Roulette game, but this season I switched it to the Never Have I Ever. So with that game, if you did it, you have to take a shot and then you got to give me the backstory on whatever it is that you have done. And then I have a conversation where it's focusing on mental health. So we focus on you guys' mental health where I ask you questions and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right about now. And I also have a book out on Amazon called I Was in My 20s, so y'all don't judge me, but I don't care if you do, because I don't care. But it's called The Secret She Kept and the Lies She Told.
Yeah, we're gonna get on that one too. Okay,
I'm
so
ready
let's
for all
start at
this
the
smoke,
beginning.
girl. I'm ready.
Oh, you said you're ready. Okay. So let's talk about the podcast first because I want to know, what about your experience? How do you add that extra little flavor to your podcast, based on your experience, your life's experience? How does your life experience add to the flavor of your podcast? I'll ask it that way.
Because I'm real authentic. I don't try to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. If I've done it and I'm gonna speak on it. If I haven't done it, then I can't relate to it. But I'm 45 years old, so I can speak on a lot of things. I done been with men. I'm with a woman now, so I done did a lot. I done been a stripper. I done been a bartender. So when you come on my show, I just want you to be yourself. Don't come on there pretending and being somebody that you're not, and pretending that you holy than everybody. Like that's not the podcast for that. I'm very versatile. I allow anybody on my podcast, but what I don't talk about is religion, and I don't talk about politics because everybody have their own opinion, and politics I just can give two F's about.
Right. I used to get into all of that, but I'm gonna tell you something. After, you know, I would say after 2020, I think that a lot of things, you know what I mean, if you was paying attention, it kind of
Yeah.
shed a lot on a whole lot of stuff. And so after that, I just really refocus my energy. Like, hold on, wait a minute, this is really some energy harvesting stuff. Like, you really got to redirect the focus on yourself, like for real,
I, and
for
it's so
real.
crazy. I've
You
been
got
like
to
that.
redirect your focus on yourself.
I've been like
Say
that
that
from
again.
day one. I've been like that from day one. The only two presidents I ever voted for in my life was Clinton and Obama. Those are the only two people I ever voted for in my life. But I still was the same way I am now and how I think. I'm still going to do what I need to do to better my life. So I don't care who's the president. I don't care what the
Yeah,
world have. I just be so not in tune because I still got to live. I still got to do what I need to do to better myself. So I don't care what the world got going on.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
a president going to
You gotta
change the way I
stuff.
live in. They're not going to drop $1 million
Right,
at my door. Say here for you to get better in life. Do what you need to do. We're giving you $1 million. Now let's see what you do with it. None of the presidents are doing that, so I don't care about them people.
right. Cause it don't stop the grind. You still gotta get up. You still gotta put on. You know what I mean. And you still gotta walk out the door and do whatever it is that you gotta do to make your life successful.
That is not. You get what I'm saying.
So
Mm.
basically, so you are a mother of boys like myself. How
Yeah.
does your life experience? How does that influence the way that you raise your boys?
All mines are adults now, so they're grown. But raising them, to be honest, like I wasn't there how I was supposed to be in my early years. The early years of their life. They was raised by my mom, and one was raised by his godmother. So I was like in the streets. I was a stripper, like I said, like going to the clubs every time the doors was open. But I always took care of my kids. If they needed something, I was there, but I just wasn't there. I was a deadbeat father. So that's a good way to put it because y'all can relate to deadbeat fathers how they don't have time and they just feel like because they buy the child they've been a father, but you have to spend
Okay.
time. You have to do things with the child. So that was me. I just felt like long as I'm buying and they ain't wanting for nothing, I was a good mother. But no, as I got older and understood that I was not a good mother, and then I made a goal and I told myself before I turn 33, or by the time I'm 33, I want to have a career and I want my kids living with me. And I did that. I went to school for nursing. I was a CNA and I got my kids and they was living with me. So from there, like I always be apologizing to my kids and they be like, Mom, there's no need to apologize. Like you did what you were supposed to do to take care of your kids and we respect that. And I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Now, do you feel like you're able to have a better relationship with them now than when they were younger because you were and the thing is I can identify with that because when my kid, well, especially the oldest, was young, like when you're young and you have children, you still growing up, like you still trying to figure things out, and you still got to build a foundation for yourself. And now you have a child, like you got to build the foundation for that child too. And if you're not equipped with that, like your decision making is based off young mindset versus okay, I'm established now. Now I can start having kids. So I can say like now for me being older, and now my oldest is in his 20s as well. But having a different type of relationship and being more of a support system to them, and it feels different, but I like it.
Yeah. It was for me though, they talked to me more when they was teenagers. And I'm talking about when I used to come home from work and you know how we try to have our mommy time. We go in our bathroom, run
Yeah.
us some bath water, bubble bath, have us a bottle of wine in there, trying to wind down. Not my kids. I every time I try that, they come in the bathroom, one sitting on the dirty clothes hamper, one sitting on the sink, one sitting on the toilet. And I'm looking at them covered like, okay. All right. And then I'm like, can y'all get out? I want to take a bath. I need to wash my coochie. And they be like, you our mama. Like, we y'all ain't seen me. What are y'all talking about? They like, you our mama. No, I can't get but it was fun when times like that was going on. But it's like now they're not gonna do that now and they barely
Nah.
they tell me their business. But it's like now they tell me what they want me to know because I'm so overprotected of them to the fact that if they call me and tell me
Mhm.
something about I be wanting to beat the girlfriends up. So I guess now they don't learn that because it's like I done told them to like stop telling me stuff and then y'all turn around and be right back with them. I'm still mad, but y'all still with them. So it's like okay, I had to separate the two. Like just be the person that they can come to and vent to, but you don't always have to be mad because they're gonna go back. So now that's why I tell
Yeah,
them I
learn
was like,
to
listen,
be a business.
yeah, I'm just here to listen. I'm just here to listen. If you ask me my opinion, I'm no, I'm just listening because, and they be like, why you doing that now? Like, you used to have so much to say. I'd be like, because, bro, I be getting so upset with y'all girlfriends and be trying to fight them. And you motherfuckers turn around. Wait, can I cuss on here?
No.
You, you MFers turn, you MFers turn around and be right back with the girls. So at this point, I'm just a listening ear. I'm the person that you could come vent to. That's it.
Yeah, because I feel like you make that transition and from like being that mommy to being a support system. And it's
Yeah.
different because like you said, yeah, some things you gotta just like
Uh
I'm
huh.
here to
Uh huh.
support.
But it's
Mhm.
kind of hard for
Yeah.
me though because like, me and my kids is all we have. Like they don't have their father. It's just me.
Mhm.
My mom passed in 2015. I'm the only child, so it's like I'm like I'm my kids' protectors. Like, girl, what are you doing here? Like, but I have grown.
That's what life's about. But you know what? That's what life's about. It's about the journey. You said
Yeah.
something so significant. You said you went back to school, and because it's I do talk about careers and stuff like that. So, did you always want to be a nurse? Talk about that journey from being a stripper to deciding, okay, I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to go get my CNA. I'm going to go get my certification or my degree or my diploma, whatever it is. Like, what made you say, okay, let me turn this around? And what steps did you take?
Like I'm very passionate when it comes to people. Like I love helping people. So I feel like that's my calling. I feel like when I was in the nursing field, I feel like that was my calling. Like to this day still. But I did some things in life and I just feel like I can't go back to nursing. But when it came to it, stripping was just a fast money thing for me. I always had a
Mhm.
job even though I was stripping, I always had a job. But it came times to where, how you ever seen everybody hate Chris when the mom be like, I don't need this job. I got this. That was me. Like I would quit
Mm-mm.
a job because I know I can go to the club and what I'm making on this job, I'm gonna make that a night. So when it came to that, it was just that I told myself I want to get my stuff together so I can get my kids and I want to have a career. And I did just that. And I don't know why I choose nursing, but I don't know. I wanted to take the whole steps in nursing. Like I wanted to start off as a CNA, then go to LPN, then go to being a nurse or RN. Like I literally want to climb the ladder in the nursing field, but of course, I did something stupid, and yeah, yeah,
Girl, no worries. We all have.
yeah.
But guess what? Guess what? That decision led you to being an entrepreneur. So
Mm.
everything happens for a reason. Talk about that entrepreneurship journey because you do lashes. You do lashes. What else do you do?
Girl, I don't have so many business. So when I got into the entrepreneur, it was just like I don't never want to work for nobody. So I went from if I can't pursue my career that I really love and what I felt like God put me on this earth for, then I need to find things that I like. So when I first my first business was online boutique, was doing good, was
Okay.
making money, had people in other states ordering from me wholesale. Then I end up meeting this guy. He I stopped messing with him and he hacked into all my accounts and just was scamming these people out of their money and they was thinking it was me. One girl literally was trying to sue me. I ended up having to pay this girl and it wasn't even me. Then after that, I kind of like got discouraged. Um, I started my own lipstick line when Keisha Kior was popping. When she first had her lipstick line, I had my lipstick line, and it was crazy because we had the same vendor, but of course her money was longer than mine, so she can make her stuff pop more. But I did good with that, and then I had came up with the idea of having shirts. I forgot what my shirt said, but it had lips on it, and whatever color lipstick you got, that's the kind of crop top shirt that I had with the words on it. Then from there, I stopped selling lipsticks, and then I started with my Are You Successful? I started Are You Successful in 2014, but the crazy part about it, like
Okay.
I only men supporting me. Only men. I had the truckers hat and the shirts. So that was doing good. Then I stopped that. Then I started doing nails. I had got a nail salon and everything, went to school for nails. Then I stopped that. Then I started what I did after nails. I went back to selling clothes. And then I was doing that with my
Okay.
oldest son. And then after that, I gave up on that because it was just like it when it comes to that, like everybody sell clothes, and if you ain't popular,
Mhm.
they don't buy. So money got low.
Okay.
I stopped doing that. Then I girl, then I went to selling candles. I started making candles.
Okay.
Then I stopped that. That did good for about 2 months, and then I stopped that. Then I started selling hair because I started doing lace wigs.
Okay.
Then and then it was I went back to clothes. And now here I am with
Okay.
lashes house. Like, I done did a lot. A lot.
Yes. Well, that's the reason why that's that entrepreneurship book that you have, and which led you to write the book, 10 things people don't tell you about running a business, right? So give the audience two of those 10 lessons that you learned throughout all
I
the days you've done, the journey that you've taken. Give two.
I learned that do not depend on your friends and your family to be your supporters because they're not going to support you. You can have the same thing and they're going to go buy it from somebody else and that person can be way more expensive than you. They're not going to support you all because it's you. Secondly, do 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 your homework. Like, don't just jump into a business because you see Sharon over there doing it and she popping. You never know what Sharon got going on, because I found out, like, all these people that I used to be looking up to and used to dance with, and I'm like, damn, and now they got this popping ass business. But for one, they was popular in the strip club. That's one. So that's why. But secondly, they had CPNs to grow their business. That's why they was able to grow their business so fast. And it's like, what? I'm over here struggling, spending every dime after I pay my bills, trying to buy inventory.
Mhm.
And so yeah, it's just do your researches. Don't depend on your family and your friends. I could talk a lot about that. Like, it's so much. It's so much. And
Yeah.
don't look at what other people got either.
Yeah, we started off talking about, I know it may have seemed unrelated, but as you go on and you talk to people, even behind the scenes, we talked about just having a real intuitive and genuine conversation. And you just had a confirmation of something that we talked about when we talk about the presidency or whatever. Like, you really have to do you, like, focus on you, tap into yourself, and that's where you're going to find that little secret sauce that is going to help you. Don't pay attention. This confirmation. Anyway, don't pay attention to what everybody else is doing, like, because you focusing on stuff that's not what you're here for. You have a
Yep.
genuine, God-given path that's for you. And if
Mm,
you got so many people coming to you, oh, will you, or whatever. I mean, just your surroundings, your community, whatever the case may be. You can do it this way, you can do it that. Yeah, you can, but what's genuine to you? Stop.
yeah.
Figure that Figure that out
Your
first, and then you know what community that you belong to.
yep.
Go
Your
ahead with
vision
this.
is your vision is your vision. It's not nobody else's vision. People can give you ideals, but if it don't entwine with what you have going on, then that's not your vision and that's not what God wants you to do. That's why I had to teach myself to, like, give it to God and let God guide me. And every
Mhm.
business that I let God guide me, the business was successful. But when I
Mm,
didn't let God guide me, the business was not successful.
yep. Yeah,
And that's
because
the
you're
crazy.
working off everybody else's vision and steps
Mm,
of how you supposed to do something, and that wasn't for you. That wasn't for
yep,
you. I'm sorry, to cut you
yep.
off. Go ahead.
No, no, no. You good. You good. Yep. And that's what it is. And y'all have to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. Like right now, I don't feel like I'm being consistent with the lashes and brows because I don't know, for some reason, like, God is making me more busier with my podcast, but at the
Mhm.
same time, really enjoying doing lashes and eyebrows. And when I took this girl class to do the eyebrows, she told me, she was like, probably done found your niche. And I ain't never think I could find my niche because I done did book. I done did everything in the book. So I'm like, what is it?
Yeah.
And with my podcast, like, God gave me the vision. I supposed to been quit my job 2 months ago, but I went on to it because I'm one of the people, like, I don't like have not having no income coming in. I don't like for my mate to be paying all the bills. But when she gave me
Mm,
confirmation, this, listen, don't be obedient to God. If that's what God told you to do, I got your back until He put you where you need to be. Baby, when she told me that, I said,
yeah.
okay, well, April the 30th, my last day at work. So I
So that's it.
realized, no, go ahead.
How how has your now you got you straight in grind mode? What does that look like
Mhm.
for you? How have your days changed? How are you able to, like, maximize your time, your schedule, your systems that you have in place? Because you out there, like you on Facebook every day, like you doing your podcast every day, you faithful and you committed. Like what are those systems that help you do that?
Now that my time is more free, because having a job and trying to run a podcast, I don't turn down a lot of interviews because, oh, I gotta work. And I'm talking about good interviews that I know would have took me to the next level. I couldn't do it because I had to work. Now I I'm just the type of person, like, I'm not gonna reach back out to them people, like, so it's just like I have more time now. So I only record 2 times a day, which is 1 o'clock and 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. I ain't recording all day. I'm not doing that. I'm nope. But I made it to where, since God is guiding me and I'm letting Him take control, Sundays are His day. I ain't doing no recording. I ain't doing nothing. It's His days. So only on Sundays, all I'm doing is scheduling all my posts. That is it.
Mhm.
And prepare for the week interviews that I have coming up. Other than that, I just got this is that's what I go back to, is just stay consistent. And it's like every night this man is giving me a vision. Even the it's like he putting the right people too on my podcast that's giving me visions. And it's like,
Mhm.
thank you. And it's like I'm scared to reach back out to the people that done been on there. And I was like, man, forget that. Like, I want everybody to spotlight. So that's why I reach back out to everybody, because this vision just came to me the other day about giving people spotlights that been on my podcast. So that's why I
Mhm.
reached back. Everybody was like, hey, send me this, send me that, because you see, I don't started doing spotlight posts. Then one person came on my podcast the other day and he was like, you need to start having people to do video reviews. And I was like, oh, I said,
Okay.
people don't listen. And he was like, why you say that? I saying video reviews when God told me to make a post the other day telling them to leave a review on my podcast page. I said they left the review
Mhm.
under the post, instead of them going on the page and leaving the review. And he was like, just ask them where they do video. And I was like, okay.
Send me
So
the
far,
video.
yep. He was like, because guess what? He said, I like what you're doing. And lately, everybody that coming on my podcast been telling me that I like what you're doing. I see your grind.
Mhm.
And I just feel like if you do those video reviews, you definitely gonna get to the next level. And I was like, okay, God. When you said reviews, that's
Okay.
what you was talking about. You weren't talking about the regular review that I was talking about. Okay. So I don't
Yeah.
got to where
Take it
I.
to the next level.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you wrote a book, because not only do you do the lashes and the clothes, and you actually wrote a book, and it's called "The Secret She Kept and the Lies She Told." What was the inspiration, as much as you could share, behind that book?
Me, my whole life. I started from the time I was 5 years old. So my book goes from the time I was 5 years old to the time I was in my late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So everything I can remember about my life is in that book. I didn't sugarcoat nothing. I didn't leave nothing out. I didn't make me look good, and I didn't. If I did it, I did it. So my book is a memoir of me. Like, I literally wrote my life. Everything, my ups, my downs, the bad, the betrayal, everything. And when I say
Do you
betrayal, I'm
think
talking about
that?
when I say betrayal, I'm talking about me backstabbing people. But I had my reasons, and it's all in the book.
Okay, well, we're gonna put all of that in the description so the viewers can get access to your book on Amazon.
Okay.
But sharing that story and being open with your story, do you find that you can take that inspiration and relate to your guests when they come on in they share their stories?
Sometimes, yeah. But sometimes some people don't want to open up too much, so they only
Mhm.
give you a little. But that's what I want my podcast to be, comfortable to where people, when they see me being myself, they can be themselves. So me, I
Yeah.
don't hide nothing. I don't sugarcoat nothing. Like, I know I done did some messed up stuff in my life. I did some messed up stuff in my life. Do y'all hear me? I'm gonna repeat that. I've done some messed up stuff in my life. But I didn't realize it until I wrote it. And when I wrote it, I was like, whoa, I did that? That was grimy as hell. That was nasty. Toy, what was you thinking? But I didn't have no guidance. Everything I
Right.
learned streets. No one taught me anything. Everything I learned from the. So I'm one of them people that can say I'm street smart and not book smart.
Mhm.
And
Let me
with
ask
that,
you this.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I'm sorry. Because of the
I,
lag, it kind of. Let me ask you this: what what was your process of forgiving yourself, though? Because this is my take on it. There's no way that you can get out and step in front of the public and talk about who you are and what you've done if you have not received some level of healing. And that goes back and reconciling some things within yourself. What did that process look like for you?
to be honest, I wrote that book 2, 3 years ago. It been out that long,
Hmm.
but no,
Okay.
it ain't been. It ain't been 2, 3 years. It's been longer than that. I've been with my girl for 5 years, so it been out 3, 4 years. But the thing is, I just start healing last year November.
Hmm.
I just start healing last year November. I just always been the type of person, I don't care what no one's saying, what no one think about me. If whatever they said, believe it. That was just me. But I always felt like I had to tell my side. And sometimes I just didn't tell my side. I'm like, okay, if that's what she said, then that's what
Yeah,
it is.
it is what
Tell
it
my side.
is, right?
Yeah, but when I tell my side, that gon' y'all go see who she really is, because she paint this picture like she's so perfect. But baby, once I tell my side, y'all gonna be Cause one thing about me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm gonna say what I did and I'm gonna say what they did. But they only saying what
Right.
I did. They not telling what they did. And that's what I dislike about people. Like, tell the full story. You could always know when somebody lying when it's just bits and pieces, and it's like, so that person just did that for no reason. They ain't have no reason to do it
Right.
because you was just this good friend to them. You just did everything for them, and they just switched out on you like that. Come on, bro. Nah, nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But when I tell you, it feels so good though. But at the same time, I went to therapy, and I used to be the type of person like, ew, therapy, bitch. I'm sorry. I ain't crazy.
Good.
What I'm for? But I
Right.
went to And when I went to therapy, when I tell you that lady opened wounds that
Mm.
I I thought was closed, I thought I had healed from, but it made me realize this is why I can't love my mate the way she loved me, because I done been through this, and it's still
Right.
there. When all I did was put a band-aid on it, and I
Yeah.
thought it healed. You put a band-aid on it, it's supposed to heal. A band-aid with some neosporin, it's supposed to heal. I never healed. It was just still there, way in the back, waiting for somebody to bring it forward so I can heal for real, for real.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I when I tell you I feel so much better since therapy. I still go to therapy. Now I do my own therapy, and me and my girl do couple therapy. But at the same time, like, I feel so good, and it feels so good that you can talk to someone that don't know you, and they don't have to be biased
Hmm.
to a situation.
So now that you've come on the other side of that and you're walking and you're working your way through it, do you foresee yourself writing another book from a different perspective?
Um, I ain't, to be honest, I ain't a writer like that. And everybody keep asking me, am I gonna write a second part of the secret she kept in the lie she told? But I
Hmm.
can. It got worse before it got better. So I thought
Okay.
about it, but like, do I really want to? It's like I'm in a different place in my life now that I don't even want to write about the aftermath after I wrote that book. So it's just like, what to write about?
Right. Hmm.
So I
I think it's there.
don't think
I
it's
think
there.
it's there. You probably still, yeah, you still walking, you still
Yeah,
working. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It might be one day you sitting out on your patio with your cup of coffee. And you be like, hold on, man, I gotta wait a minute, where my pen and paper at?
yeah. Because I was saying that too. I was like, should I? But I don't know. I don't want
Yeah.
to give these.
If it's a
I don't
thought,
want to give.
it's a thing. It may not be the thing right now, but if it's a thought,
Yeah,
it's a thing.
yeah. Right now is not God. That's not what God telling me to do. So,
Yeah. So
mm-mm.
then that said, talk about what's next for the Successful Toy podcast.
Oh, what's next? I'm trying to get celebrity
Yes.
guests, but
Okay.
yeah, I reached out to and right now I just feel like God ain't ready for to take me to that level yet because I got to be
Mhm.
financial because these people want money. They're not coming on your show for free. So I still have them on standby. They locked me in with their price that they quoted me. So it's just like whenever God says, okay, it's a go, let's do it, then I'm gonna do it. But right now I just want Successful Toy to just get more known and
Mhm.
um get my followers up because I'm already out on all streaming platforms. I'm on a radio station 2 days a week. Just want her. I really want to do like what they call is they call live shows to where I have a real audience. I really want to do that.
Oh yeah, that would be cute.
I want to do that. But I want to get more
We go on
known.
tour.
Yeah, I want to get more known first and then I want to do that. But I want to do that. I want to
Yeah.
do that.
Well, let me know. Look, give me your tour schedule. I'll come out there with you on a couple of dates.
That's so cool. I want to do it.
Are you breaking up? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Say
I'm
that again.
sorry. I said I want to do that. It'll be so cool. I want to do it.
It would be fun. And depending on what area you in, you could kind of reach out to those podcasters and stuff. Like it'll be fun. It'll be a whole little tour. It'll be fun.
I just don't know
Okay,
what it is.
so pick a place. Close your eyes, pick a place, and be like, yeah, that's it. It get like a those little push pins. Just pick a
Mm-hmm.
place. Okay, so this is a platform for inspiring people to believe in infinite possibilities. Give them your best motivational tip to help people go out on that journey.
The words that I always tell myself: stay focused, stay positive, stay humble. That's all I say. Stay focused,
I love
stay
that.
positive, stay humble. No matter where you go, I ain't gonna even say go. Well, no matter where you grow in life, stay humble. When you feel like you're too big for this, that, God can knock you back down to where you started from. Then you got to start all over again. And everybody know it ain't easy when you start all over again, when you already built something. So just always remain humble.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
For my audience, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. We're going to include everything in the description so you're able to reach out to Miss Toy. If you want to be on her podcast, if you got a gift, a project, that if you're an artist, whatever it is, and you want to be on her podcast, we're going to make sure that we make those connections. You're going to find it in the description. Everyone, take care. You hang on, but everyone, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Did we end the stream? Oh,
It
hold on a
stopped.
minute.
Wait.
In. Oh, it stopped.
It's still going.